Welcome to Black Snake Adventures. Sophie isn't with me right now, but she is virtually because she's talking to me on Messenger. Anyway, so this video is going to be the montage of the car being delivered and my thoughts. So let's get into it. Well, I wasn't expecting this. Holy fuck balls. This guy is brave, man. This guy is a brave, brave man. Wow. That is a brave dude. Dude. No wonder you didn't see it on the way down, so fuck me. Well, there she is. I'm just gonna pause it while I talk to the chap. Here she comes. Okay, so apparently the battery was dead when he picked it up. Jump pack got it running. Damage doesn't seem that bad to start with. It's gonna need a bit of TLC. It's interesting. This is the worst. Okay. She's definitely got a bit of work to do on that, but fortunately there doesn't appear to be any damage on the headlight, which is good. She had been looked after though, she has got Michelin tyres on. All round by the look of it. Tyres are flat though. Definitely need a refurb. Be interesting to hear her. Just gonna pause it again. Oh. See what happens. Steady on load.
Get the battery charged.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was flat this morning when I got to it, so
Okay.
and I've had it running most probably for 10-15 seconds. So.
Right, okay. It's the thing, I don't know how long she'll be sat at fucking Copart for, so.
Well, that's the problem, see, that's what it is. An interior light, the door can be left open, and when we go to collect them, they're just pure flat.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gone flat because of any other reason.
Well. How you doing, boss? Alright? Yeah. squish for him, he almost didn't get in. Lights come on, that's good. She tried to start. And she started. Quiet compared to the Beam. Oh, the Pilot Sports. It really was looked after. There she is, chaps. Probably where she'll live for a bit now, under there. Well, inside it's interesting. I like how the battery isn't charging. And because the battery's not charging, it doesn't understand that the key, which is here somewhere, there, if it'll focus, is not actually in it. It doesn't understand. But this is cool. If I turn the climate control on, the vents open. How cool is that? And if I turn it off, they all close again. How mint's that? She sounds alright. She's got a dent in there for some fucking reason. Unless it's meant to have a dent in there. Don't know. Whoever had it before, like, you should just clean it out before you give your cars over. Like, seriously, I don't want your nuck in here. I mean, here you've got more nuck. In here, you've got even more nuck. Like, really? Who does this? It's grim. And then it's in the door pockets as well. You've got whatever the fuck that is on the seats. Same in the back. Well, to be fair, it doesn't smell that bad in here. There's loads of headroom. I don't like the fact it doesn't think the battery's charging though. What's under here? Oh look, that's fine, there's no shite in here. Haha, iPod. Who's got an iPod anymore? And I'm guessing in here is where you turn the handbrake off. Yeah, there we go. It's I'm guessing how he dealt with that issue. Fuck knows how I get that back on, but I'm gonna leave it off now, I think. Just in case. Close that back up again. It'd be cool if it did it in the back as well. But I do like all the little Jaguar things everywhere. Like, it is a nice car, it's a nice place to be. But this, that is clearly done after. That's not standard. I'm pretty sure that's not standard. Or at least I haven't seen them in any car. Sport. It's a nice car. Doesn't sound too bad. But whoever had it before clearly looked after it. They've got pilot sports on it. I'm just going to turn it off. Actually, I think I should probably do the window up first. Mainly because it's wet under here, but let's see what happens. Got a bulb out somewhere. That's good. Not. Right, let's turn her off. Yeah, it doesn't move the keys in here. How the fuck do you get the key out? How do you get the key out? It's supposed to just pop out, but it doesn't. Let's see if she'll start again. No, the battery is dead as a dodo. Okay. Right, I'm going to try and work out how to get the battery out of my new car. Bit of an update on that. Yeah, you can't get the key out if the battery's dead. So... that's gonna be fun. Holy shit. Oh, Christ alive. Oh, fuck me. This is gonna be this is gonna be a bit of a project. But hopefully one that's not gonna be too bad. Oh shit. Once again, I don't think it looks like there's locking nuts on it, which would be the same as what I had on my beam there. Don't think I had locking nuts on that either. Yeah, I don't. The rear doesn't look too bad, but whoever had this car clearly looked after it. It's on the back. The guy put Pilot Sport 4s on it. On the front is just a Michelin Primacy 4, which I have no idea about. Nice bit of curb rash on these. On the side that hasn't been munted. Yeah, wow. Oh, it's definitely been there a while. Pickup date, 22nd of June 2022. Well, I don't know if I'm impressed or disappointed with my purchase. Unsure. Well, it might need a new battery, but the alternator might be gone, or it might just be because it's been laid up for so long. The only way I can get into this at the minute, well, I can get in at the minute, but the only way to get to where the battery is with this bad boy. Right, well, I need to get to work, so I will come back and start looking at this when I get home, I guess. So yeah. And the update on that was, when I got to work, I found that the mileage on the car doesn't line up with the mileage that it last had in its previous MOT, which means that the car's been clocked. And I reached out to Copart. Copart kind of hid behind their terms and conditions of the all sales are final and it's up to me to do the inspections and stuff like that. Well, that is all fine and dandy, but those go against the actual law. So I've spoken to them about that. There was a court case for someone who had a similar problem with Copart, where they were sold a car that had done that was sold as one previous owner, but it had actually had two. It went to court and the guy won. The court said, you know, the laws are there, and your terms and conditions, they're not law, and they go against the law. So he won. Now, depending on what they come back with, whether they say that particular case, they came and took the car back and gave him his money back. Now, they are investigating mine, and it's up to them now, because I sent them that court case and the source from where I found it, and so they're reviewing it all. And there's two options basically. They either pay me, and well, there's three options. They either pay me the invoice back and they take the car, I take them to court, or I fix it. Now, for me to fix it, it means I've got to work out how to clock it back to the mileage that it should be at. Whoever clocked it broke the law, because clocking a car is illegal. I don't know the law in terms of whether me clocking it back to the mileage it should be is against the law. I'd have to read up on it if I'm going to go down that route. I mean, there's a fourth option. There's another two options. One I can't do because I don't have a car lift, nor do I have an engine mount / lift or a transmission stand or anything like that. I'm just a guy working off my driveway, and that option is to break the car for spares, which I can't. And so that option's not there, or I fix it, or I sell it for scrap. So at the minute I'm in a kind of limbo. Now, I don't like being in limbo, I don't like being in grey, but I've got plans there. I just need to see what Copart will say and then take it from there, basically. I've seen a lot of people who have had problems with this in the past. One that comes to mind, there was a guy on YouTube who does He bought a Tesla model. It doesn't really matter what model he bought. he bought a Tesla and the mileage was incorrect. It said on the advert that it only had 260 something miles. Anyway, when he got it, it had done over 20,000, so that's a 10 times reduction in terms of clockage. Or whether they misread it or whatever, I can't remember the ins and outs. But anyway, he got onto them and they took the car back and gave him his money back. Now that is fine, but that was in the US, so I don't know how it works over here and whether they'll do the same. But as I say, that court case I've sent them was from the UK, so I'm pessimistically optimistic, as in hoping for the best but preparing for the worst in terms of the outcome of this. And depending on the outcome of this, I have some very serious choices to consider. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. Now, that's a game with buying cars from Copart. You win some, you lose some. That Beamer is a prime example, to be honest, but that was my own fault. I had no choice but to sell that car through We Buy Any Car. Long story short with that one is We Buy Any Car quoted the value of 10 grand, something like that, and the car owed me 8.5, based on how much I'd done to it in terms of parts. The labor I'm just going to discount because no, it was done by me in my own time and I enjoyed doing it, so that's irrelevant. The car that I bought, that Jaguar, I bought that, I don't want to say impulsively, but I bought that based on the fact that I thought I could get the value naively from We Buy Any Car that they quoted, and that left me with 3 days to pay the invoice. And so, you know, I thought, cool, I'll get my money through We Buy Any Car and then I'll be able to buy the Jag. Now, when we got to We Buy Any Car, the value was not I lost 5 grand on that car by selling it that way, because I didn't have time, and if I hadn't have bought that Jag, I could have sold it privately and possibly have made a profit. But the lessons to be learnt there are: make sure you've got rid of one before you get another, or have a unit, which obviously I haven't broken into that kind of world yet where my Armstrong is, and I don't know if you'll ever watch this video, Matt, but you're my inspiration for doing this, and someday I hope to be where you are. My boss went to the track day you were at with the when you took the Cayman there. He had a 125D. It was a white 125D. He said he saw you there, and there was a lot of people around you, and I said, well, did you not say hello or anything? Like, it's my fucking dream to meet that guy. Interestingly enough, you know one of his friends called Imti, who also has a YouTube channel. It's a small world, and as I say, hopefully I'll get to where you are and meet you, to be honest. My fiance says that I'd probably fangirl if I ever met you, and yeah, she's probably not wrong. But yeah. Anyway, that's just to give you a a kind of update as to what's happening with that Jaguar. But yeah, time will tell what happens. I should hopefully hear this week, and obviously I'll keep you guys posted as well. But for now, take it easy, everyone, and yeah, hope you're doing okay. Thanks for those that are subscribed. If you want to keep up to date with this stuff and all our other adventures, hit subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you on our next.